And something. We have a lot of slim pickings. Open your ears and listen to what I'm saying. Women have a lot of slim pickings.
Okay, guys, so she's dedicated this one to men, and I feel as the gentleman, I'm here to respond. Now, she's talking about the amount of slim pickings that women have in a culture, in a society that has, completely elevated single motherhood. And, you got 16, 17-year-olds out here with 2 children and the like. And it's like, if you think your pickings are slim, sweetheart, you have absolutely no idea. But let's continue.
The pickings for women are not as vast as the pickings for men. We are literally picking.
Well, here's the thing, and particularly when it comes to the and no pumps, no strokes, no nothing. This, like, honestly, she seems ran through. No offense, darling, but you like hit the wall on the like. But you sat out here and was like, oh yeah, well this is for men. Okay, I feel as if game on, let's go. But to sit here and talk about how slim to fit, you're not particularly the ripest on. The ripest on the vine yourself, dear darling.
Through a pile of shit when it comes to men. Let's just call a spade a spade. We are picking through men that don't equal up to what the fuck we looking for. Let's just.
Oh wow, and that's the problem, is that no one really gives a shit what you're looking for, sweetheart. Those days are done, particularly for you. Ladies, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but, we are returning to that time where, you're going to have to really stand behind life choices that you make, And, well, whatever choices that got you to this point where you're clearly single and you don't have many pickings to choose from and the like, sweetheart, men age like wine, women age like milk. I'm sorry to tell you this. So, it's more than likely donezo for you. But then again, we got tons of incels that would love to have you as a practice dummy, and you might actually be able to hoodwink, hustle some of them. So, don't say act like you ain't got slim pickings. There will always be a golf stick for a putt. Can you dig it?
Put it out there, because I'm tired of y'all with the bullshit. Either you fine as fuck and you ain't got no motherfucking job. Either you got it.
And, well, that's because these jobs do suck. Even if you're working and you're making like $20 per hour, what are you making at an annual rate? Bust your ass for 30K? Guys, the way that the scenario with the jobs, particularly the lower skills jobs, or what could be considered lower skill jobs, or job places where you can just go on in and it's at the per hour rates, it's no. The rate of the cost of living and those rates have just not been able to keep up with each other at all. And so, yeah, it's like. And in certain areas, being on welfare is actually far more lucrative than having a job. So yeah, he's a handsome dude that has no job. Okay, and exactly what is it? What's your career, darling?
Job, and you ugly as fuck. Either you don't have a lot of money, but you got a big dick. Either we trying to pick and choose through a lot of bullshit y'all bringing to the table.
As you bring somebody else's children, just way too many of you bring other people's children, and it's and that life choice in and of itself is so jacked up. How many videos have I done where they're like, oh my goodness, I like the Steve Harvey video where she's pregnant, she's standing there pregnant. I need a good father for my child. Wait, what? Hold on. That's not how that works. The one that's going to be a good father for your child is the one you have a child with. That's how that works. But no, you have been that's the thing about being here in the West, man. In the States, UK, India apparently as well. Like, ladies, you've been given all that you can need. You have all of the liberation and can make all the choices that you want. And time after time after time after time, you make the shitty one. Completely just by nature. And that's the problem. You will always make terrible choices. And it's not, and guess what? That's the thing. You don't make the terrible choice because you think it's a terrible choice. You've just convinced yourself that this terrible choice is the right choice. It's like, and once you get a woman determined, right? She's going to play it out her way, and boom, we end up with all of these children who don't have any true connection to their father, their real heritage, their biology, the other person that made them, like what they are literally made of. They are completely disconnected with that. And then we, have Atheism is Unstoppable do videos about how the suicide rate is up. I mean, guys, we millennials, we screwed the pooch.
You don't have a car, but you got a good heart. You got a 9-to-5 job, but you don't have bigger goals than that. We trying to pick and choose the best out of a lot of bullshit. So y'all,
once again, like, sweetheart, you ain't bad. Like, because that's the thing. It's like, how fresh is your womb? Like, how many dudes you done already, like, get up in them guts? Like, sweetheart, like, you're not particularly the cream of the crop yourself.
Gotta cut us some motherfucking slack. We trying to get the best we can get out of a lot of shit that y'all not bringing to the motherfucking table, okay?
And you know who raised a lot of these guys? Like, this has been going on, the whole single mom thing, the whole single mom trope has been going on for a couple of generations now. So why don't you look to your homegirl? I mean, like, look to each other. Look at the expectations that you've placed upon these men yourself. And then they wonder why, men go their own way. Because, gotta get the hell away from you. You ain't no good. You ain't got a damn original thought in your head, lady. I promise you, other than, well, get money. How? Well, do something stupid. Oh, well, great. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, that's the thing. I'm really debating whether or not to do a 420 video. And the reason being is because I feel like it's a cliche at this point. November 3rd, check yes, New Jersey. Let's get this done legitimately. Okay? Like, I don't really care about 420, but at the same time, a purpose, a reason. Like I said, I'm after this drug war, hard, heavy, I'm getting it. And who I'm not really, like, who I actually deal with a lot, but they are always so damn catty as females within the industry. Like, these chicks are like what, like, they are definitely most times operating on somebody else's, channel, somebody else's flow, something they heard from somewhere or the like, and it's like, yeah, sweetheart, mission, get it done. And that's not really and that's not the biological nature of the female. Like I say all the time, we have different brains, guys, completely different brains, and your brain is not congruative to being helpful, particularly in such a state. Like I said before, a woman in her right mind, a woman that is truly focused and driven is fantastic. But I'm sorry, I'll say about 85%, not even close.
Don't try to act like all y'all got y'all shit together. We either gotta pick a nigga that we know gon' cheat cause he got money, but he financially stable, or we gotta pick from a man who don't cheat, but all his shit ain't together. What?
But here's the thing: you're not a lot of dudes types off top. So, like, and once again, what's your kid's situation? Because that, like, I always give the recognition to the individuality of any and all circumstances. We're just speaking in generalities here, but ultimately, like, that is the individual aspect is the more important part. She's like, oh, what? Like, yo, there's all this is. It's just this to choose from. Deal is that he got to choose you too, sweetheart. So exactly what is it that you bring to him?
fuck do you expect us to do? I'm just asking. We are literally trying to solve math equations by picking the best dude that we can motherfucking pick. This shit.
Y'all hear that? So by picking a man, you are solving math equations. This is what serves as comedy in urban spaces, because it's just words that are strung together that really, it's not funny, but because it's words that, many let's equate like the mathematic equation, right? Because like there's so many low IQ thinkers, they'll be like, oh, mathematic equation, that's funny.
It ain't just simple dating no more. This shit literally boils down, and you are literally having to solve a fucking mathematical equation to try.
I don't think you know what the word literally means, sweetheart.
To get a motherfucking man that's hitting on something. What do you want us to do?
Raise sons with their fathers? But I mean, we're past the point of no return when it comes to that. With a lot of y'all females, it's just like, shoot, just go to work, go home, raise those kids, do the best that you can, raise your grandkids best that you can, teach them, man and female, different things. You can't sit there and keep pretending like men and women are the same thing, because as you can see, she's just trying to exude a ton of masculine energy here, and it's just it don't work, and it makes her come across as ugly as hell.
You love talking about it's our fault.
It is.
How the fuck is our fault when half of y'all don't even equal up to a whole man?
Well, that's the thing. Your definition of what constitutes a man is really invalid, sweetheart. Because whatever a man is what he determines himself to be. To each his own fate, brothers. Remember that. The man that you decide to be, you have to own that man. But ultimately, when most of you ladies are coming to the table with another man's child, honestly, you are owed absolutely nothing. And back in the day, I mean, you're lucky that many of us are in these urban spaces that actually elevate the whole single mother space through the bureaucracy and giving them jobs and stuff like that, and welfare and the like, because without and really sinking, just dropping tons of money into the school system, my God, it's actually disgusting. And so and so you actually should be grateful, because had this been more of a honorable time, if we had honor and respect and integrity as staples of our culture, then trust me, sweetheart, you like you'd be like walked off of a mountain or something like that, because you shamed your family so roughly. But like 3-4 generations of not giving two shits about the family, and this is what you end up with.
It literally takes 3 of y'all motherfuckers, 3 to equal 1.
And these females are sharing it amongst each other. The Ratchet class is sharing this amongst each other because they're finding it also entertaining and also hilarious, when in reality this is ugly and disgusting. She should, like, you're sitting here demanding a certain caliber of man while having absolutely no interest in being a certain caliber of woman.
That's our fault. We gotta get one with a big dick, one that's financially stable, and one that don't cheat. You gotta literally have.
Yeah, and it's just not happening. Why would a man not cheat on you? Why would a man not cheat on something like this? Because she thinks she in a Tyler Perry movie. She feels like she's like that Angela type, right? If you know the Tyler Perry stuff. It's sad that I do, but I do. And it's like, sweetheart, there is absolutely nothing virtuous about that woman whatsoever. I don't care if she ended up with Michael Jai White. Like that ain't gonna be you. But that's how Tyler Perry has made his empire, is by serving this very particular demographic so much of their power fantasy that it's completely poisoned them. Well, it played a role. No. Tyler Perry, nah, I'm not putting it all on you, buddy. No. It's played a role, though.
3 niggas to equal 1. What do y'all want us to do? What?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's about it. She asked, That is my answer for you. What do we want you to do? Shut the fuck up. And with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? You see this, right? This is disgusting. This is awful. Why would any man ever want to, be with someone of this caliber? Somebody who is trying to project so much masculine energy. There's only space in an intimate relationship. There's only space for masculine energy coming from one end. If that other space isn't purely feminine, there's going to be conflict. There's going to be problems. But you may disagree, and that's what I have a comment section for. Until the next one.